Hi guys, I'm Forrester here, and today we're going to take a look at the very best gun belt that I've ever owned. Now, it was sent to me by Core Essentials for review. You might think that I'm just trying to curry favor with Core Essentials for more free gear. That would be nice, but I know that this is the very best gun belt I've ever owned because it's the only gun belt I've ever owned. Now, I've watched other videos on YouTube of gun belt reviews over the years, and I've always wondered how much difference they actually made. Well, after wearing this belt for 2 weeks, I can already tell you that it makes a ton of difference. I'm wearing one of the heaviest guns that I own. This is a Walther PPQ in 45 ACP, and it's fully loaded. It's very comfortable, and it sits high and tight to my body. I've even got an extra magazine loaded over here on the other side. Now, this holster and mag holder were made by Ryan Grizzle Leather. I've done reviews of his gear over the years, and you can find him online. But this gun belt does 4 things for me that I want to mention. First of all, it holds my gear more secure to my body, so I think it's safer just for that reason than a dress belt. Second, it's more comfortable. If this was a smaller gun, for instance, I might even forget that I have it on. Third, the gun sits tighter to my body and it doesn't sag, so for that reason it doesn't print as much. And fourth, I can carry a heavier gun such as this PPQ and also have more capacity. Let's go to the tabletop now. Next, let me show you what came in the box. And of course I'm wearing the belt, but it came wound neatly inside this small box. Now here's a large section of the belt that I trimmed off, and I'll take a closer look at that later. They also included, and here's a smaller section that I had to trim off to make it fit better, but they also included this belt hanger that works with these trackline belts. They did include a card that said that the hanger is an optional item. I looked it up online and it cost $3.95. They included some literature that I thought was interesting to read, and I'm going to hold it up and you can pause and read it if you want to. Here's how to size the belt, and then down here is just some information about Core Essentials. And they have some interesting information here where they give a warning not to start a video by undoing your belt and uttering, "You got to see this to believe it." That's right there. I didn't start this video that way, as you know. They also had one other thing in the box. It was this little elastic belt loop, and there was no explanation about it, nothing online, but I think I figured out easily what it's for. But before you wear the belt, you need to size it. So here's a video of me sizing this belt. Okay, let's size this belt. And you see it has 2 ends. One end is finished, the other end is a little bit rough. That's the end that I'm going to cut off. And they say to take your pant size, which for me that's 36, add 4 inches, and so that would be 40. Now the way you do that, they have marks on the inside of the belt, and so you can actually see your pant size. I'll hold that up to where you can see it, and right here it says 40. Hope you can see that. So we're going to lay this down and cut this belt off at 40. It says to use sharp scissors. I think I'm going to use this Benchmade Crooked River. So let me make sure I'm cutting it at the right place. It's right here. This will be a real test for this knife. It's not going through it easily. Let me get it off the cutting board and see if it'll go through. This is a stout belt, but it's no match for the Crooked River. Okay, I cut it off at 40 and I tried to wear it. It was way too long, and so I'm going to cut 2 inches off and see if that fits better. One thing I noticed is that if you don't cut this straight, then it comes out a little crooked on the buckle, fitting on the buckle. Now there are 2 main aspects of this gun belt that I appreciate. First of all is its high quality of materials and construction. It's made of this reinforced polycore center. I'll try to give you a close-up of that. It has this nylon webbing that's stitched all the way around it, and on the back you can more easily see the double rows of stitching. The other thing that's quality is this belt buckle. It's made of solid stainless steel. Try to give you a good view of that. There's the front and there's the back right there. They advertise that it's tough enough to even open beer bottles with it. I'll make that one into another video. The other feature that I like is this track belt system, or what I call a zipper belt. And the system works easy enough. As you tighten the belt, that latch slides into these grooves right here and holds it in place. It has over 40 adjustment sizes, and you can adjust the belt 1/4 inch at a time. So no matter whether I've lost weight after a workout or I need some extra room after a meal, the belt always has a perfect fit. And then to loosen it, you just push down on this lever and it slides open easily. Now, there's a couple of drawbacks to the belt that I need to mention. It is a full 1.5 inches wide, and so it's a tight fit in some of my khaki pants. And I found that even if it fits in a loop once, the extra length might not fit in a loop twice. I think that's what this elastic band is for. The other drawback is just how stiff the belt is. It works great for supporting a gun, but it requires me to take greater care in how I slide the belt through each loop, keeping the belt real close to my body. Now, I've owned one other track or zipper belt before. It was bought over in China, and I enjoyed wearing it. The track and the belt held up fine, but the buckle fell apart after about a year's use. I can tell that this buckle is much more heavy duty, and it should hold up just fine. So stay tuned for a follow-up video using the buckle to open a beer bottle. I'll have to practice for a while first. Y'all take care.